Welcome back to the podcast. Hope you guys are having a great week. This is Cornfield Confessional, and I'm your host, Jake Brown. So today, it is the last day of the transfer portal. It closes after today. Nebraska might be able to get one or two more guys. I doubt it. So I wanted to spend today in this episode giving my grades for our 2026 basketball recruiting class. So let's start with the transfer portal grades. Starting with Sam Orm. I give this grade an A. I think he's a perfect fit for the Fred Hoiberg offense. He's a stretch forward with shooting ability from the field and from downtown. He just fits the system perfectly. He's a fundamental guy, 6'9", 220, so not quite as big as Rank Mass, but close. I think he's going to be a potential starter for us. I think he's going to be a big-time difference maker because of his shooting ability. You look at his stats when he was at Belmont, almost 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, just under 2 assists, shot 40% from 3, 56% from the field. Next up, Bowden Kapke, the Boston College transfer. I give this grade a B+. We were hoping to get Drew Fielder, but we got this guy instead. He likely is going to be the starting center for us, 6'11", 255, so great size, immediate front court help. He could be a rotation piece, but I think he's going to be a starting piece. Not a star, but he fills a huge positional need. Look at his stats, almost 11 points a game, just under 6 rebounds, and pretty good shooting percentages. Next up, Traven Lenhart. I give him an A-. I expect him to be one of our starting guards. He fills a major backcourt need as we lost Jamarcus Lawrence and Sam Hoiberg. He's got a lot of experience, and he's a playmaker. But not just that, he plays defense, baby. And that's why this is the type of guard we needed. Averaged 2 steals a game last season. He was first-team all-conference defense. Here's his stats. Again, 12 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2.1 steals a game. You look at his shooting percentages, 51% from the field, 37% from 3. So again, we're getting guys that can shoot the basketball. Last up from the transfer portal, Caden Betts. I give him a D. He's just another front court body with experience, but he didn't have very, very good production. Just 3 points a game, 1 rebound in only 6 minutes per game this past season at Montana. Shooting percentages is a little bit deceiving because he didn't take a whole lot of shots. So he's my lowest grade with a D. Now, let's talk about the guys we missed on. Drew Fielder, that is disappointing. He was our number 1 target in the portal. Ended up committing to Alabama. One of you in the comments notified me of that the other day. He did commit to Bama. Likely the price was too high for him. And it's disappointing because, I know we probably dished out a good bunch of cash for Kapke and Orm, but with the season we had and all of the NIL funds Nebraska apparently has, it's disappointing that we couldn't lock up Drew Fielder. We also missed out on Tyreek Coleman, the point guard from Illinois State. Fucking committed to Iowa, our hated rivals, so not sure what happened there. Okay, now moving to the high school recruits. Now, a lot of you may not know or recognize or be familiar with these guys, so I'm going to show you. So starting from the high school ranks, Colin Rice. He was the Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year, consensus 4-star recruit, skilled perimeter scorer with upside, and he's a guy, he's growing into his body, probably going to get bigger. He's going to take some time to develop and grow into his body, but I think he's a good fit for Hoiberg's scheme, very talented player out of Iowa. Next up, Jacob Lanier out of Arkansas, another consensus 4-star top 100 player from Parkview Magnet, 6'5", 180. He brings length, athleticism, and versatility on the wing. I think this is a kid that could come in and produce and contribute sooner than a Colin Rice, just because his body's filled out better. He's a little bit better of a scorer. But I think he is a really good pickup. Both these guys being top 100 recruits, I think that's huge to continue building momentum for Nebrasketball. So my overall class grades, a B+. We are 41st in the transfer portal, 34th overall nationally. I think that's right where we want to be. You can't expect Nebraska to surge into the top 25 after their first ever really good season in basketball. So I think being 34th overall is really solid for Hoiberg & Co. So I give the class a B+. Lenhart stabilizes the backcourt. Orm spaces the floor, and Kapke gives us size. And then you bring back Frager, Leo Curtis, Cale Jacobson, Price Sanford. We're going to be a team not to fuck with next season in the Big Ten. So really pleased with what Nebraska basketball did. All right, moving to baseball. The Huskers are back in the top 25. We are 20th, sitting at 31-9 overall, 15-3 in conference play. We take on the 16th ranked Kansas Jayhawks, who are 29-11, 14-4 in conference. Tonight at 6 o'clock Central at Hoagland Ballpark in Lawrence, Kansas. KU beat us in Lincoln earlier this season. We need to get revenge. We need to keep this momentum going, keep the bats hot. Not sure who's going to be getting the start tonight on the mound, but tune in for this one. It's going to be a hell of a game. With that, the season's coming to an end. We're getting close. I wanted to give my predicted all-conference players on this Husker baseball team. So, starting at the top, Dylan Carey. I think Dylan Carey is going to get first-team All-Big Ten honors. He's currently hitting .390 with 12 home runs, 51 RBIs, and a .707 slugging percentage. He's having an incredible year. He's hitting with power. He's got to get his home runs up a bit, but he's got time. His RBIs is unbelievable. That leads the team. He leads the team in pretty much all hitting categories. Triples, home runs, doubles, slugging percentage, RBIs. He's been unbelievable. Something really tragic would have to happen in my mind for him to not get first or second team. Next up, Mac Moyer. I think he's going to get second team All-Big Ten honors. He's currently hitting .396, which leads the team. He's second in hits with 63, and he's got 24 RBIs. Mr. Consistent. He really has been consistent leading off the lineup for us. I do think we're going to get an all-freshman Big Ten player in Drew Grigo. He has been unbelievable. He's batting .318 with 7 home runs and 31 RBIs. So I think we'll have 3 all-conference players. Could get a couple more, maybe a possible couple pitchers, Ty Horn, Carson Yassa, but they got to get their ERAs lower. So I think Drew Carey gets first-team All-Big Ten. Mac Moyer gets second-team All-Big Ten. And then Drew Grigo, I see getting freshman All-Big Ten. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments on our basketball recruiting class. Who did we miss out on? Who would you like us to have targeted? Let me know your thoughts. All right, my game prediction for tonight. I see the Huskers getting revenge, 7-5 over the 16th ranked Jayhawks. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be back and forth, but I think the Huskers are really riding hot after that series sweep over USC, getting that midweek win over Creighton. Not sure who's going to be on the mound tonight getting the start, but I think regardless, Nebraska's too hot. I think we're going to get revenge on the Jayhawks. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to tune in tonight. Nebraska at Kansas, 6 o'clock Central. It's going to be a good one. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Remember, like, subscribe, tell friends and family and fellow Huskers about my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a great week, and like always, go Big Red, baby.